Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It's lit! You thought the hottest thing to hit this year was the California wildfires? Well, you're completely wrong. It's the Travis Scott x McDonald collaboration that hit yesterday, September 8th, 2020. I'll admit this whole year has been terrible for human society, but we finally have come to the point where that will all be turned around. One day in the far future, when we're flying our cars and we're eating our holographic meatloaf while getting our balls tickled by our sex bot, we'll look back upon this day and we'll just see how humans were able to advance this far. For those of you missing out on this historic event, let me give you a little brief down, okay? The Travis Scott menu collab, aka the Cactus Jack x McDonald's collaboration, is here, and it's basically a regular combo, honestly. It's just a quarter pounder with cheese and bacon, and then you get some fries and a Sprite. Of course it has to be a Sprite, because otherwise how else are you supposed to make your lean? And you get all this for only $6. Not sponsored, by the way. McDonald's, send me a sponsorship. Hurry it up. I want the Choconanakins x McDonald's collaboration, aka the CNK Chicken Nuggies. Where they at? Hit me up. And I know a lot of you have been waiting on the Fortnite burger, but you know what? The Travis Scott burger is just a little more than that, okay? This is the second time that any celebrity in history has ever had a McDonald's menu item. The first one being Michael Jordan with the McJordan burger in 1992. Okay, you see how historic that is? It took them about 30 years to sign someone else up on this thing, okay? That's saying a lot. And you may be saying, yo, Choco, I'm an adult, okay? If I go to a McDonald's drive-thru, they're gonna look at me and they're gonna say, yo, aren't you a grown-ass adult, man? Why are you getting this shit? But I'll be the first one to tell you that if you're listening to these posers, then you're not straight up and you're not being lit, okay? I'll be the first one to go over there and I will order a damn Travis Scott burger with extra sicko mode, please. When the Percocet laced hamburger finally hits and I'm tripping my balls off and I'm looking at somewhere in the distance with no recollection as to who I am, I will remember one thing, and that one thing is that I partook in history. I did eat the Travis Scott burger. Not only do you get a sense of euphoria from eating this burger, but you can also share that euphoria with your very own custom chicken nugget body pillow that you can hug and cry into after you have finished your meal, because you're just going to be left with wanting more. That solemn emptiness that you feel in the pit of your stomach, yeah, that's called depression. And you're being depressed because you're not eating the finest cuisine out there today, the Travis Scott burger. And before you take your kids to go get the burger from the guy in Fortnite, please make sure that they don't start busting out into any Fortnite dances. We don't want any orange justices inside of any McDonald's complex, because we do have to stay about 6 feet away from each other. So let's keep social distancing in mind. We don't want any unusual activity inside the McDonald's at any point in time during this pandemic, because we don't want to spread the disease any further. And of course, the disease I'm talking about is COVID, but there's also a secondary disease that is plaguing humanity all over the world. And that disease has actually evolved over time so much that it can actually affect our social media platforms, some of which you've already probably experienced off of TikTok, Vine, Musical.ly, etc. And of course, that disease that I'm speaking about is called cringe. And of course, I've seen the meme of the Fortnite burger, as well as going into a McDonald's and ordering the Fortnite burger all at the same time in order to get a reaction out of the employees. But I feel like we should probably do the same thing for the Travis Scott burger. If we all just enter the McDonald's together at one time or in different places and have a reconnaissance area, then we can all order the Travis Scott burger, do an orange justice sicko mode, and then watch the McDonald's employee cringe so goddamn hard that they just give you the food for free, so you can please just get the hell out of the restaurant. But trust me, the look on the workers' faces will be awesome. That, or you can just do what every other corner of the street crackhead does and pop a few perks and then start flipping out and start throwing your shit at the wall at the nearest McDonald's. I don't know this by personal experience, by the way. Please don't ask me. I have too many crackhead friends and I don't want any more, so please don't bring it up again. Okay, we'll leave it there. Thanks. Now, some of you may not know the artistic choices behind Travis Scott's mind, but every single thing that he does is well thought out. If you just look at what he's done in the past, you can already see the kind of direction that he's going with. He's trying to gather the attention of children and make a small Percocet army out of these little kids. Yeah, he has his music where he talks about drugs probably consistently more than any other human being should, but he also has the other side to him that relates more to the kids that will potentially grow up listening to his music in the future. And what I'm talking about is in the past, he did a Fortnite concert, the first Fortnite concert that ever showed a celebrity being a giant mythical being that can just time warp throughout space and time inside of Fortnite. And this definitely spoke out to kids. If you look online, you'll see that those kinds of videos have millions of views, and there's always people talking about it when they think of Fortnite. So much success has that brought in him that now he is referred to as the Fortnite guy. Essentially, think of him as a sort of Fortnite god to these kids. They worship him. Every time they get a victory battle royale, like number one, a chicken dinner, chicken winner, they think about all the tears, blood, and sweat that they've poured into this game, and then they start doing a floss, and then they pray to their Travis Scott god for a more bountiful harvest of victories next season. And of course, with those benefits, there's also some repercussions. Obviously, when there's more children involved, he'll have to start cursing less and start removing his tattoos slowly and start assimilating into normal everyday society like every other person would. But he decided to go a different path, and instead of choosing to end his career there, he decided to market even further to these children. So now he's doing bounds and leaps to start moving from the music industry over to the gaming industry, over to the food industry. And of course, what do children love more than fast food? Nothing. Maybe sugar. Xannies. All in all, I do think that Travis Scott is some sort of literal genius. He's actually doing a really good job promoting his stuff, as well as thinking of new outlets to further his business. Everything doesn't have to stay in one industry, and that's what he's uncovered. He can traverse different industries and still make a killing. And not only that, but because of these different collaborations that he's doing, people are going to look back on certain days like this and certain events like this, as well as the Fortnite thing, and think of Travis Scott. Now, if you don't think that will do anything for his concert sales later on when he comes back, then you are gravely mistaken. This is an amazing marketing stunt. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribing if you're new to the channel, if you like content similar to this. I'm gonna go buy myself a Travis Scott burger, and when I do, I'm probably gonna post it on Twitter a little late than everyone else, but you know, that's what I usually do anyways, so who cares. I'm sure it's gonna taste lit. Bye.